I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to each and all of my friends out there. Please click like, share, and subscribe. Today, my topic is about the lady with the baby. Remember the lady was pregnant and she had a little girl, and what happened, she had the baby, and her best friend was in the hospital with her when she had the baby, because the EquiSearch guy said that she was there all the way with the mother, which happens to be her friend of over 20-something years. This woman was crazy from the time she met her at a church function all the way up until she killed her. You remember the old people say, you don't know anyone but God, if you know him. And if you don't know him, you know the opposite of the truth. This young lady perhaps just wanted to go and ride with her friend, because remember, her purse and everything was left in Austin, Texas. And that woman probably told her, I'm really wondering if there was someone else to help her get that lady, because in order for the woman that had the baby to leave her purse and everything, her personal belongings at home, and to ride in the car all the way to Houston with her friend, I would have been suspicious of, why are you taking me to Houston and I don't have my purse, I don't have my money, I don't have anything. So this is why I'm wondering if indeed she had anyone to help her, because I would have made her turn around if I'm driving a long ways past where we're supposed to go and I don't have my purse. If it's just my friend that's trying to, because she couldn't put a gun on her and drive at the same time and have the baby in the car, which is what she really wanted, the baby. So she really didn't want anything to happen at all to the baby. So this leads me to think that someone else possibly had a gun on that lady the whole time they drove to Texas, or was in the back seat, and the woman couldn't do anything. Because how could one woman drive her and kidnap her all the way without her purse and her belongings that she left on the table at home? Now, at first, I thought that the baby daddy had something to do with it, because it was the way he was crying, and it just seemed kind of like it was a bit phony. But then later on, they found out that it was her girlfriend, indeed, that actually had kidnapped her and taken her and the baby. And they later found, the baby in the house and the mother in the trunk of the car. Now, my thing is, if she was living with her boyfriend, how in the hell would he not know that she wasn't pregnant? I'm quite sure they were in bed together, butt naked. I'm quite sure he should have known something. You mean to tell me you wasn't there in labor with her when she had the baby? I mean, I am so puzzled about this case. I'm wondering if indeed anyone else have anything to do with the murder of that woman and Miss Broussard, and the kidnapping of that baby. This case is really mind-boggling to me, because especially when I saw her purse lying on the table in Austin, and her girlfriend probably said, let's go for a ride. But with that purse being there on that table at home, in my mind, I'm thinking someone from home helped her get the lady out of the house in order for them to drive all the way to Texas, and she didn't make her girlfriend go back and get her belongings. So it seemed like it's something more to this story that's going to come out. And that little baby was just so beautiful. I mean, I really wish I could adopt that baby. But I know so many other people are reaching out. And so what they're doing now is they're getting DNA from all of the family members to make sure that they are indeed blood, and they're going to pick the best home for that baby. And it seems to me it must be something fishy with that father, because why would they go down the line with all these people trying to find somewhere to put that baby? It seems like it should be just a no-brainer that no one else should have to do that or have to go after the baby, because the father have already stepped up to the plate. If indeed he meant any good with the baby's mother and the baby, if he meant any good, then I feel that no one else should even have a chance to even try to come up and get that baby. I mean, those are just my feelings. And from the very beginning, I kind of felt a little something with him. And I was speaking with someone about this particular story, and they told me that the girl said he had been abusive to her friend, and so she told her girlfriend she should have left him long ago before she had the little baby. So I'm wondering, are they in cahoots together, her and the baby's daddy? Or, I mean, her best girlfriend of over 20 years gonna change on her in midstream? And she met her at a church function? Man, you just don't know anyone. So you can't trust no one as far as you could see them. This is the way I was raised. This is the way I think. I hate to be that way, but in this day and time, that's just the way you almost have to be. Because the people you think that you can trust with all your might, those are the ones that will stab you in your back. It can be family members. It could be anyone negative, and it could be your enemy. You could be sleeping with someone that could be your enemy. You have to watch every single thing. And I mean, not watch to mess up a relationship or not watch to make people feel uncomfortable at all, but just to feel the vibes. Because nonverbal communication, you guys, is the best communication that you can ever have. When you're deep enough to sense things within your means that God gave you, because he gave it to everyone. He didn't just give it to me. He gave it to every single human being on this earth, if they take heed and they can pick up with God, the energy that he puts out. If someone is not right and you're in tune with God and the universe, you'll be able to feel that stuff. And 9 times out of 10, I know you've done things, because I have, and you don't follow your first mind, and then you go, dog, I should have followed my first mind, because my first mind had told me not to go that way. And that has happened to me on several occasions, because I am human, and we are human, and we do make those mistakes. However, in this day and time, you really, really have to watch all around you. I mean, she thought nothing of it. This was the woman that was in the hospital with her. This is the woman she was in church with together. They were friends. You have no friends. You know, in my particular business, working with a lot of women, I've heard that actually it was a wedding that I did in California, and someone called me and they said, her bridesmaid was pregnant for her husband at the time they were getting married, which was her best friend. Huh. Oh, I have heard some stories. And there was a lady one time told me that her husband, she was 17 years older than him. So, of course, she was really in love, and she was trying to be young, had her hair cut short like the Holly Berry looked back in the day, and she was all excited about her young husband, but he was having sex with her slow daughter for like 10 years before she found out, when she would be at work. And the girl told her mother's friend, because she didn't know how to tell her mother, because for years he told her, you better not tell. I'll hurt you if you tell. And he was buying her things, and finally it hit the fan. So when that mother found out, she was so hurt and devastated, because this was a man she was in love with and was sleeping with every night while he was sleeping with her daughter when she was at work. And I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. This would really happen. Then when she went to court, come to find out, he was a pedophile. He didn't register he wasn't registered. He was a registered sex offender, and he didn't register in that state. And he had a job that he shouldn't have had, because it was a city job, and they let him have it. And they found out in court all of this against him. And then also he had molested a boy, not a girl. So he was just a sicko. And this was someone was in love with. You don't know nobody. And I'm just going to end my show with that. You think you know people, but if there are human beings on this earth, you know nobody but the master who created the humans on this earth, because man will let you down every time. Like that lady's best friend killed her and kidnapped her baby. How horrific is that, you guys? But anyway, I'm going to end my show, and I wish you the very best this holiday season, because all of this stuff going around, don't let it get you down. Just stay in your positive environment and everything will be all right. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for listening to my audio, and please click like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Happy New Year. Bye.